Pulse is Netflix's new addition to the medical drama genre, but critics are divided about the show's merits. The series centers on a group of doctors working in the trauma center of a hospital called Maguire Medical Center, though just as much of its focus lies in detailing the various interactions and relationships between the characters. There is no shortage of great medical TV shows, and Pulse has already drawn comparisons to early Grey's Anatomy. Indeed, Pulse's characters do fall into many similar romantic troubles with colleagues while dealing with high-stakes work problems. So far, Pulse has received mixed reviews that may get in the way of the series finding further success. While Danny is an interesting, if not frustrating, character, many of the other doctors in Pulse do not get the attention they deserve. By Pulse's ending, there are still unresolved questions about where the characters, including Danny, will end up next. However, given the series' uneven reviews just days after its release, it remains unclear whether the series might have too much bad press to receive a Season 2 renewal. 5. Negative, Pulse is too derivative of other medical dramas. The series feels like nothing new. Jack Bannon Cole Nestor Carbonell Ruben Soriano Pulse. The medical drama genre is arguably one of the most oversaturated, with many options to choose from, including drama-centric soap operas to gritty realistic medical shows. In comparison to some of the most beloved medical dramas, Pulse is struggling to make its own impression. The series has been compared to Grey's Anatomy by numerous publications, often being noted as a lesser version. Likewise, critics and audiences have noted that the series has come out in proximity to Max's The Pitt, which has received far more praise. The Max series stays away from the romantic entanglements that have become the backbones of the medical drama genre, and instead, The Pitt creates a much more realistic portrayal of medical care. This decision worked well for The Pitt and gave it its own niche, which has ended up making the Pulse look rather unoriginal in comparison. 4. Negative, the series is too generic. The characters and stories are simply not compelling enough. One of the biggest concerns that reviewers have noted about Pulse is that it is too generic to really stand out in a genre that has so many promising offers, and that goes way beyond its similarities to other shows. MovieWeb's Greg Archer noted that the series seems to assume that audiences will care about the characters despite knowing basically nothing about them. The characters do not start out feeling special or compelling in a way that would prompt audiences to care about their personal and professional trials. In fact, beyond Danny and Xander, the characters never really get much more development following their introduction, making it hard to connect with them. Likewise, Collider's review by Isabella Soares noted that, in addition to the lack of character development, the medical problems that the doctors face feel too similar to those covered in other shows to make them truly compelling. 3. Positive, the non-stop drama is highly entertaining. Viewers will want to find out what is in store next for characters. Though reviewers have certainly made some valid critiques of Pulse, there are some positive aspects to the series too. The Hollywood Reporter gave the series a more positive review, stating that despite its clear flaws, Pulse is a mess with heart and plenty of potential. While the writing for the series can be a bit lackluster at times, the drama between the characters and the medical emergencies that they cover are very entertaining. Between the romantic woes that the series uncovers, the workplace rivalries, and the dramatic rush to save lives, Pulse does have a lot of potential. The first 5 episodes, which cover one long shift in the middle of a storm, are certainly gripping. Then, the next 5 work to expand the characters and their stories more, providing crucial backstories. While not all reviewers might agree with how the show is structured or how characters are approached, there is certainly some level of entertainment in Pulse. 2. Positive, Pulse opens up conversation about disability in medical practice. However, it might not go far enough. Jesse Yates looking at someone off camera on Pulse. This one is sort of a mixed bag as reviewers seem split on the merits of Pulse's discussion of disability among medical professionals. Harper is undoubtedly an important character, and it is great to see characters with disabilities on screen in a context that does not center on their disability. Pulse shows that Harper does face some discrimination and doubt from patients, but the show makes it clear that her use of a wheelchair has nothing to do with her capabilities as a doctor. However, on a more negative note, Harper is largely seen in relation to Danny. Their sibling dynamic is an important facet of the show, but it would be nice for Harper to be important on her own. Collider's Pulse review notes that the series' attempt at greater representation is merely surface level, highlighting how much more attention could be given to important conversations that the series does not seem quite willing to engage with fully. Positive, Pulse has a talented and charismatic cast. The performances help bring the series up. Pulse's characters may not all be as developed as viewers would like throughout the first season, but this is made up for by the talent of the series cast. Greg Archer, who reviewed the series for MovieWeb, argued that it's the great cast that saves this medical drama, despite issues with the show's pacing and writing. While some characters and storylines do feel thin, the talent behind them is a reason to praise the series.